In the last couple of hours, my good brother, there has been broadcast making round. You know, when I say that something has gone viral, in the real sense of it, it has gone viral. This same broadcast of yours has been also, we believe, misconstrued. The question and the reason why we converged here is for you. You are the one that made the broadcast. You are the one that we have invited. Can you please clarify that so that, you know, if insinuations are wrong, then the whole world is watching us on this platform right now, so that those insinuations will be corrected. On that note, I will hand over to my good brother, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You have the floor. Thank you.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you very much. And the fact of the matter is this. First of all, I wish to...
Sorry, go ahead.
It can't be at this level.
Sorry, can you unmute yourself once more, please? Sorry about that.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you very much for having me. First of all, before I delve into the substance of the question you asked, I wish to, first of all, commend the sacrifice, the bravery, the forthrightness and formidability of Nigerian youth right across that very country at this moment in time, doing something that no other generation in Black Africa has been able to do. This is a moment in history that will be looked back on in many years to come as the time that the politics of ethnicity, the politics of tribe, the politics of religion was put to bed. You made reference to a clip making the rounds, which I can categorically tell you that, yes, it is my voice. Yes, I made a broadcast a few days ago when young people were being slaughtered at Lekki Tollgate. And in that very speech that I made, it was very clear and unambiguous. But the people that cut and paste and put the clip together were trying to be very mischievous. Their intention is to try to infuse an element of tribe or ethnicity into the ongoing campaign to free young people from the bondage that Nigeria has become. And their intention, I believe, has failed very woefully. At no time, I must say, did I insinuate or say anything to convey the erroneous impression which they are now peddling that we were now taking over or control of Lagos State. I was live on air and somebody called, a Biafran for that matter, a young lady called from Lekki. They were under attack. And as a matter of fact, that very clip has been posted on my page, on my Facebook page. And I made it very clear that the fact that the Shia Muslims were slaughtered and nobody did anything, IPOB over the years have been slaughtered or are being slaughtered and nothing ever happened, that have now, in a way, given impetus to the government to do what they did at Lekki Tollgate. Unless you do not have a child, anybody who has empathy, anybody who has a child, anybody who is a parent, you will feel for what those people went through a couple of nights ago. And in the heat of the moment, enraged and angry that such a thing could be happening to those holding Nigerian flag and singing Nigerian national anthem, that spontaneous anger and rage within those survivors from Lekki Tollgate spilled out and became what you're now having today. It was the government that provoked it. We knew those who were involved and their names were mentioned, and the people took it upon themselves to exact revenge. That was exactly what happened. Now, listen to this. Somebody rang the program. That very person said they are calling from Oyibo. And as you well know, in Igbo child, that the white man miraculously named Port Harcourt, there is a place called Obibo, not Oyibo. I corrected the caller by telling the caller that you are calling from Obibo and not Oyibo. Do you know that these people twisted those words and said that I was referring to Oyimbo somewhere in Lagos, that Biafrans are now intending or planning to take over a part of Yoruba land. And the world must understand this. When we started our agitation for Biafra, there was a lot of representations and a lot of people asked us to nationalize it, so to speak, to make it Nigeria-wide. And I said no for exactly what is happening today. If I am not allowed to intervene when Nigerian youths are protesting, that means there is no Nigeria in the first place. And the most shocking thing about it is that the people who are behind this very cheap propaganda are supposedly learned men and women. If you claim there is a place called Nigeria and something is happening in a part of Nigeria, and so to speak, another Nigerian from elsewhere is making an intervention, it could be positive, it could be negative. Are you now saying or implying that people should only intervene only when matters or issues affect where they come from? If that is the case, then the whole One Nigeria debate is a hypocritical one. That is what I want the world to take away from this. Now, at no time did I imply that any part of Yoruba land is being taken over by Biafrans. At no time did I imply that we are there to take over what our young people are doing on the ground. This protest, which has now turned into a revolution, was spontaneous as a result of years and decades of brutality of the state against innocent young people, ostensibly from the South.
Thank you.
We have not made any attempt whatsoever. We have not made any attempt whatsoever to immerse ourselves in the process that they are now going through in order to accomplish what they have set out to accomplish in the first place. What we merely did was to give our widows might, to direct them as to the best things to do. That very state called Nigeria have been involved in the killing of their young people, not just robbing them of their dreams, but killing them quite literally. And something needs to be done about it. And we are doing something about it. What else I find very shocking and distressing is this. We have now forgotten about those that lost their lives at Lekki. We have now forgotten about those who were drenched in blood and the green, white, green flag of Nigeria soaked in the blood of the innocent. We are now talking about tribe and ethnicity, from people that should know better, from people who over the years have been telling us about the virtues of one Nigeria and the need to sustain a sense of pride and nationalism within each and every citizen. All of a sudden, they have become very parochial. All of a sudden, they have withdrawn into their tribal shells. And that is very, very distressing. And it is not in a good place for any of us to be in. Right now, our focus is to encourage our young people to be law-abiding, to protest, which they have a right to, and to ensure that all the demands they have set out is being met by the government. And anything we can do in that regard to accomplish the results for which these young people trooped onto the streets and have sacrificed their lives for is what we are going to do. We are not going to be deterred. Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, Efik, Izon, everybody is there. Gwari, everybody is there out on the streets protesting and asking for a better society. So this very nonsensical ploy to try to infuse tribe into it, it has failed already, and it will continue to fail. We are no longer going to be divided. Everybody is suffering. And we have now come together to say we must put an end to it. They can try all they like. As the professor said, they unleashed their thugs in Abuja. Was that IPOB? They were holding Jericho rifles supplied by Israeli government to fight Boko Haram. They gave it to their thugs in Abuja to go out and kill people. That is very, very sad. That is what we are fighting against. The government is the problem. The state is the problem. Those who support this edifice of corruption called Nigeria, they are the problem. They are now playing the ethnic card. They never believed that something, this monumental revolution would have happened in their time. It is now happening, and they have to live with it. There is only one solution: meet the demands of the young people. Then they will go back home. If you do not meet it, they will remain on the streets until victory is assured. Thank you very much.